When it comes to drilling for shale gas, wells have to be drilled typically onshore to considerable depths, and in the UK this has never really happened in a big way. So there's a lot of concern about the number of wells that might be drilled, and also the well integrity. So how long would the wells go without failing? Would there be any issues with cracks forming in the wells and pollution pathways? So we need to look at data sets to try and interrogate the existing data, particularly from North America, to see whether we can learn anything that might help us understand what will happen in the UK. Now globally, more than 4 million wells have been drilled onshore for oil and gas. When it comes to the UK, only just over 2,000 have been drilled. And when it comes to the construction of the wells, there's really two types that occur within shale gas. You have an exploration well drilling down to the gas horizon that you think, or the shale horizon that might contain gas. And then if it's deemed to be economically viable, a production well will be installed that will hydraulically fracture the shales, get the gas flowing into the well, and then bring that gas up to the surface. But if the wells are in any way non-integral, so if there's any issues with the structure of the well, potentially fluids or gas could escape from the well into the surrounding environment. So that's a particular area of concern. Can wells fail, and what kind of failure happens? Now, from what we know in existing data, there are really two types of well failure. There's well barrier failure, where part of the internal structure of the well fails, but not the entire well. And then there's well integrity failure, where the entire structure of the well is compromised, and a failure occurs that could allow gas or fluids to contaminate the surrounding environment. From data in the USA, where shale gas exploration has been going on for quite some time, we can get an idea of the kind of failure rates for shale gas wells. For just over 8,000 shale gas wells drilled in Pennsylvania, they're monitored between 2005 and 2013, we see a failure rate of just over 6%. Now that includes both barrier failure and integrity failure. Then, of course, one of the main areas of concern is what happens to the well after it finishes producing and is then abandoned. Normally the well will be filled with cement, we plugged and then closed off. The land will be remediated, but if long term we don't always know what's going to happen to the well integrity, and so monitoring the long-term impact of the well after it's been abandoned, whether it's having any environmental impact by long-term leakage, needs to be carried out. And at the moment we don't know that much about the long-term impacts of well integrity on the environment.